Imagine growing up with two fathers. Not literally, but with two completely different ways of seeing the world. One believed that education was everything. Study hard, get a good job, work your way up, retire someday. The other believed something entirely different. He said, "Don't work for money. Make money work for you." That single sentence would change everything. As a young boy, Robert listened to two voices. One taught him security. The other taught him freedom. The poor dad believed a steady paycheck was the safest path in life. The rich dad believed that depending on a paycheck was the biggest financial risk of all. Because if your income stops, everything stops.
As Robert grew older, he noticed something strange. Every morning, millions of people rushed to work. They traded their time for money. At the end of the month, the paycheck arrived. And just as quickly, it disappeared. Bills, rent, loans, credit cards. Then the cycle began again. The rich dad had a name for it. The rat race. A race where you run faster every year, yet somehow never move forward. Then came the lesson that would become famous around the world. There are only two kinds of things you can buy: assets and liabilities. An asset puts money into your pocket. A liability takes money out of your pocket. Simple, yet life-changing. Most people spend their lives buying liabilities, believing they're building wealth. A bigger house, a luxury car, expensive possessions. But the wealthy think differently. Before they buy luxuries, they buy assets, businesses, rental properties, stocks, investments that continue earning money even while they sleep. Then Robert asked a question most schools never answer. Why do we spend years learning mathematics, history, science, yet almost no time learning how money actually works? Why aren't we taught about investing, taxes, cash flow, financial freedom? The rich dad believed that financial education is the most valuable education of all. But knowledge alone wasn't enough. There was another enemy standing in the way: fear. Fear of losing money, fear of making mistakes, fear of failing. Most people never become wealthy, not because they lack intelligence, but because fear keeps them standing still. The rich dad taught that every mistake carries a lesson, every failure is tuition, and every setback is a chance to become wiser. Then came another powerful realization. The wealthy rarely rely on a single source of income, while others depend entirely on one paycheck. They build multiple streams: businesses, investments, dividends, real estate, royalties. Little by little, money begins working harder than they do. In the end,
Rich Dad, Poor Dad isn't really a book about money. It's a book about mindset. It challenges everything most people believe about success, jobs, debt, and wealth. It reminds us that financial freedom doesn't begin with a bigger salary. It begins with a different way of thinking. Because true wealth isn't measured by how much money you earn. It's measured by how much freedom your money gives you. And when the story ends, one question quietly remains. Are you working for money? Or is money working for you?